Hey, welcome. In this lecture, we are going to store the picked images in our provider. To do this, we have to go to the provider directory, then the product underscore provider dot file. And the first step is to create a variable where all our picked images is going to be stored. Okay. To do this, add your training comma, and this is going to be list of string. And the reason for this is because we want to store the download URL of each image. So over here, and we can call this variable image URL list. Image URL list. And currently we are not assigning any value to it. So we can say it can be null. And in order to easy our life, we can copy this and paste this. If image URL list is not equal to null, and the key is going to be this, and this, okay, so whenever we call this function, we then have to pass in the value. Use Ctrl and S to save, and this is all for this file. Now we have to go to the images tab, Ctrl and B to make this wide, and right after the grid view builder, we want to have a test, and that test is going to be clickable. So we can just go ahead and use the test button. And you can see that was why we have to use a column in order to accept more than one widget. And the child is going to be a test widget, and this is going to say upload. Use Ctrl and S to save, and you should see that over here, over here, somewhere here. Go ahead and display this. Okay, we have that over there. And we can use this size box, and since this is within a column, it's going to be height of probably 30. Audio comma over there. And what we want to do is to upload this picked image, and in the process of also uploading all this image, we want to store the download URL to our provider. To do this, first of all, we have to loop over each images we have, or over each image we have. Over here, we can then say for var, we can call this image img, sorry, for img in image. So we are basically saying for each image we have in the image list, sorry, we call this underscore. For each image we have in the image list, we then want to upload, and in order to upload we need access to the Firebase storage. So over here we can just say finder and Firebase store storage and underscore storage Firebase storage, right? Then dot instance. I love auto prediction. And after looping over each image we want to upload it, we can then say underscore storage, then dot child, sorry, dot ref, then dot child, and it is asking for the folder all the images are gonna be stored. We can call this product image. Then the other child is referring to the actual file. And for now we can just type something gibberish. But the problem of this is whenever a new image get uploaded, it's just gonna override the previous because it is same file name. Imagine if you have an image called pi.png and you are pasting another image with the same name, that is the pi.png, in the same folder. For sure, it's just going to override that previous one. So that is why most of the time you need to automatically generate a unique ID or a unique file name. Do not worry, in the future we are going to do this. But for now, we can just go ahead and use this. And we can store this in a variable, and it is a type of something known as reference. All this are in the documentation. In case you're wondering how I got to know all this, do not worry. I will show you that. Okay, great. And now we have to put the image. And in order to do that, we have to use the await because it's going to take some time. And in order to use the await, we have to use the async within the function. Then we can then say ref dot put file. And the file we want to put is this image. Okay, great. And now we can go further by getting the download URL. So we can say that when complete after putting the file, then what we can do is we have to get the download URL. It's going to take some time again, so we have to use the async. Now I'm going to adjust my mic a bit. Okay. Okay, I just adjusted my mic, and now we can then say await and ref dot get download URL. And this will give us the download URL. Now, after getting the download URL, we want to then save it first of all in a variable which we would create here. So list and the list of string because it is a URL, and we can call this underscore image URL list, and we can set this to empty. Click on this again, and after getting the download URL, we can go further by saying dot then, and the value is referring to each image URL. Okay, and what we have to do now, sorry, over in this to see what we're missing, we need this. Over in this to see what we're missing, we need this. Okay. And now we want to set state. In order to refresh, set state, set state, and let's see why we're not having access to that. And of course, we are using the stateful widget. We should have access to the set state. Oh, sorry, undo this, undo this, and just gonna use, okay, okay. I'm just gonna get rid of this. Sorry, from here to this part in order not to confuse. And I think I'm just gonna undo this. Okay. Empty. Let's see what we got over here. Okay, we are over here, and we can then say dot then over in this and see what we want, and we need that. And instead of using an arrow function, we can use this type of function since we want to break down to the next line, and over again to see what we want, and we need this. And now we can set state, and we want to core, we want to add each images we have uploaded to this image URL list. So over here, we can then say underscore image URL list, then dot add, and we want to add the value of each downloaded image URL. And finally, we want to save it totally to our provider. To do this, we need access to the provider. So over here, we can then say finder, and it is a type of the product provider, and we can call this underscore product provider is going to be equal to provider provider. We can just come to this provider, then dot of contest, and the type of provider we are expecting to use is the product provider. So by doing this, we have access to that product provider class we have within the provider. And now we can then say underscore product provider, then dot get from data, and within that we have the image URL list, and the value is going to be the image URL list underscore image URL list we have over here. And this is it. In the process of get after uploading the image and we want to get the download URL, first of all we want to add that URL to this list over here. Then after we finally want to add that to the provider. And what we can do now is just gonna copy this. First of all, back to the upload screen and copy this, and I'm gonna duplicate this. And in order not to have any spell mistake with the key, I'm just gonna go back to images tab and copy this and paste this where upload screen, because that is the key. And let's see what's gonna happen. Hopefully we have no errors. New terminal. So it should print it out. Okay, and let's try this out. Click on upload. Okay, it's been uploaded without any errors, and we should see the download URL. Wait for this. We should be able to see the download URL. Still uploading. Uh, Still uploading. Let's check. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. I copied the wrong key. Back to this. Just gonna check it over here. Record the key image URL list. So make sure you don't have any spell mistake. Yes, you're not gonna see what you're trying to do. So we have that error over there. So I'm gonna replace it. Okay, and let's try again. We should see the URL of the image. So now this, those previous image are just gonna be override currently since we have the same file name. So that is why it is recommended for you to automatically generate a new file name. Sorry, that should print. Okay, great.